Brian. I'm filling in for Juice. Kind of a last minute, but I'm really excited to be here. I get to play with one of my really good friends, Nick. I think it's your first time.
Yeah, first time here in the Beast Laboratory.
Awesome, but he is definitely not new to the scene, nor is he new to the game. I'm playing some Raven Guard.
I'm glad to be here today. I get to play Orks, an army that I just love to play. A lot of fun. I don't really care how it goes. I just want to see the green tide come across the board with some great-looking models.
And die in droves. Bringing a Raven Guard battalion with their friend the Saint. All right, so starting out, we've got our main man, Calvin Strike. He's leading this squad of Raven Guard. We got 3 tactical squads and rhinos. There's 3 5-mans. We've got 1 9-man assault marine squad, 1 devastator squad, 2 storm talons, and of course, the Saint.
All right, I'm bringing a battalion of Goth Orks today. Bring my boy Gaz with me today, followed up by a mech with KFF. I'm bringing a Weird Boy, Mad Doc himself, bringing a banner, Ludas, an air wing, some mech guns, and 3 units of 20 boys with power claws.
All right, let's find out what we're playing today. Rolling a d6 on the Eternal War table. 2, No Mercy. It's a tough one. It's really hard, complicated. We each get a victory point for every unit we kill of our opponent. The one who has the most victory points wins.
Nice.
And the deployment zone is 6. Vanguard Strike.
See if I seize. No.
All right, man. Let's have fun.
All right, brother.
I got the first turn. Not really sure what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm going to pull some Raven Guard shenanigans. See if I can knock out a couple of those flyers. So first thing I'm going to do is let's bring in Strike and his boys. Make sure I'm not within 9 inches of an enemy. Yes. Alright, so I'm using the 1 command point for the Raven Guards. Cool Strike from the shadows, cool Raven Guard-ness. They start to feel like Raven Guard again. And Strike himself, right smack in the middle. And then we're going to come over here to the Saint. And she's going to jump forward for 12 inches. The 2 girls. Storm Talons. Looks like I can pretty much get anywhere I want over there. We're just going to be a little conservative. Kind of pull them in nice and short in here. This being my first time playing with the Saint in 8th edition, I reread the Faith rules, and she should have made her Acts of Faith to gain the extra move at the beginning of the turn, so we're going to do that real fast. So she failed the first one, and because she's a Saint, she gets the second one. So we make that move now. Which will put her right about there. And of course, she still gets her move. So let me go ahead and do that, just to show you how fast she can be. So it cost me 1 command point reroll to reroll that 1, but it got her 36 inches across the board on turn 1. All right, we're going to shoot a couple las cannons here. We're going to shoot them at this Dakajek in the back. I need 4s because they're hard to hit. I hit with 1. Toughness. It's going to wound no matter what because the las cannon is strength 9. I think they're toughness 6 or 7. Toughness 6, that 3 wounds. That's -3 to your save.
No save.
No save. Alright, see how much damage it does. 4 whole points. Alright, so we're going to shoot this Storm Talon at that same flyer. We got 12 shots from his Assault Cannon and 3 from his Sky Strike missile. Alright, they do not get the negative on the missiles, but they do on the Assault Cannon to hit. So it looks like, well, that many. 7 Assault Cannon 2s on the other, so 4 on the black, 3s on the white. You know, it's 8 wounds at -1 to your save.
8 5-ups. Alright, I took 4 wounds. I have 4 more wounds left on my Dakajet.
Shooting my second Storm Talon, that's within 6 inches of Strike, so he gets to reroll the hit. We're going to split fire here, though. We're going to fire the missiles at the Dakajet we've been shooting at and the assault cannons at this new one sitting in front of the Saint. Alright, so I'm -1 to hit on the DACA, but I do get to reroll the hit now. Okay, and 3s miss once the -1's been applied. And I get to reroll on the Sky Spear. So 2 Sky Spear, and all of them's Assault Cannons. So all of them, the Sky Spears need 3s, the Assault Cannons need 4s. Okay, so we got 5 from the Assault Cannon and 2 from the missiles.
And the missiles are minus what to
They're all -1.
Okay, so 5 ups. So the 2 5-ups for the missiles. And the 5 for the assaults. Wow.
Alright. So let's see how much damage the one missile they got through does. 5 whole points.
So that
No,
will
excuse me, 3. It's only D3. My bad. 3 whole points.
So that leaves me with 1 whole point on my DACA jet that took wounds earlier. And now I have 8 more whole points on the DACA jet you shot in the front.
Awesome. So I was willing to pick up that last wound on the DACA jet with some pistols, which, you know, goes to show you, pistols do have value.
Yep. Hated losing it, but it's all right. I've got 2 more left.
My first charge for the assault phase is I'm going to have the Saint charge into your DACA jet, and I'm going to have her Gemini charge into the Orks next to us.
All right, well, here's the Overwatch off of the first DACA jet. It's a cocked dice. Looks like I'm only going to pull off about 1 hit.
Okay.
All right, strength 6,
Toughness 3.
All right.
2s.
Need 2s. So that's a wound.
Put on the Saint. 2 up.
Oh.
You don't care. Well, you didn't get to kill me in the Overwatch, so it was a lot of shooting. It was a lot of work. So I'm going to see if the Saint makes a charge. Barely, but she does. All right, she's going to come in here. We're going to send this Gemini. We'll send Gemini over there since this one is kind of in the middle.
All right, about to roll my Overwatch from the DACA jet into the assault.
It doesn't matter what they're called. You ain't going to hit them. Do it.
Here we go.
Okay, you might hit them a couple times. All right, this time you need 3s to wound.
I got 3 of them this time.
They're Marines.
Looks like I got 3 wounds.
Let's see, we've got 3 ups. Who take some Marine
I'll take 1 down.
We'll take this dude out here on the edge. Let's see if they make this charge roll, keeping in mind they're within range of strike, so they get to re-roll it. 8. 8 does not get them there because they started out beyond 9 inches. So I'm going to re-roll this too. Let's see what we get. Ha! They did not make it. Saint swinging away. 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. Hits 5 times. Cock die. Ooh, all 5. Brutal. I think that gets her.
And goodbye, DACA jet.
Don't forget to roll to see if it explodes.
That's what we're doing.
Oh,
it explodes. So you were in base contact.
That's right. It's a good reminder point. Don't remove the vehicle until you roll for the explode, so you can get these measurements accurate.
Looks like I get
Looks like the Saint and then your Orc squad.
right there, my 3 orcs. Here's a D3 mortal wounds on the Saints unit.
Ooh, 2. And on your Orcs, 2. And let's let the Gemini swing. So you got 6 attacks between the 2 of them. Hitting on 3s. 4 hits. They're only strength 3. Need 5s. 2 at -3.
All right, looks like I take 2 wounds.
2 dead Orcs. It's a start.
15 attacks are going into the guys, and they hit on 2s because of the banner. Pull out my misses. Yeah, out of 15, I hit 11 times.
So your strength 4 on toughness 3. Wounded on 3s. Alright. It looks like... How many do you got in your hand there?
You have 8 wounds.
8 2-ups. Yep, no 2-ups. Take 1. Well, it wasn't too bad. I actually killed 2 of the 3 DACA jacks, so that's good. We'll see. I learned some lessons there, gameplay-wise. We'll talk about at the end about the Saint. Otherwise, you know, we'll see what the Orcs got.
Alright, after losing my 2 jacket jets, I'm going to change up my strategy a little bit. I'm going to take my jacket jet I got left and shoot across the board and hopefully take out these devastators. Next thing I'm going to do is use the jump with my weird boy and hopefully get some orcs into combat and start moving the rest of my horde over into the Saint and into the flyers. Okay, my movement phase is done. Now we're going to go to the psychic phase. I gave the weird boy the jump, so we're going to roll for the jump. I need a 7. The weird boy has a good rule around him. For every 10 models that are with him, he adds +1. He's adding +3 because he has 30 models within 10 inches of him. Here's the roll. So, that is a 8. That means we passed the jump. I can move anywhere on the board as long as I'm 9 inches away from the enemy model. So we're going to move the unit that is in combat out, and we're going to jump them 9 inches away from another unit. Okay, now we're going to shoot the Luda squad. They're D6.
It's D3.
D3.
It's one either way.
So it's one shot. So I chose to use a command point to re-roll how many shots I get for the Ludas.
2.
2 shots. So 30 shots going into the Saint. So it's hit 15 dice. We're going to roll this twice. I'm hitting on 5s. Do you see any more? Nope. So I got 5 out of that round. And
less perfect math.
all right, so we got 8
hits.
8 hits.
Wounded on 2.
Wounded on 2.
Strength 7 on toughness 3. 8 wounds. All right, see what we can do. Oh, she takes one more. Well, those are actually -1 to armor saves, so those 2s wouldn't have saved her, and they do 2 wounds apiece, so she is currently down. All right, so once the Saint takes her last wound, unlike other acts of faith, it happens immediately. So on a 2-up, she gets back up, and she's back up. She gets to stand up within 2 inches of any Gemini.
Okay, I'm going to take my Dakish jet and shoot up the Devastators. They have 6 super shooters, so it's 18 shots going into them. And since I'm going to fire all the Dakish jets into the Devastators, I'm going to hit on 4s.
Strength 6, toughness 4, need 3s.
Alright, 2, 4, 6, 7 wounds.
All right, let's see what we can do. Lose 2. I will drop the 2 grav cannons with amps.
So I went ahead and fired my mech guns. The first mech gun shot. The second mech gun shot at the other one. Hit 3 times and is getting ready to wound on 3s. It's a strength 8, -3, and they do D3 damage. So one goes through.
Hit a 6-up. Did not. How many wounds?
2 wounds. Alright, here's the third mech gun. It's going to shoot at the other flyer. It gets D6. Gets 4 shots. Hitting on 5s. It rolls a 1, so it's going to take a wound. And hits twice. And wounds once.
Alright, 6-up. Nope.
Does
2.
just 2 damage.
You keep shooting at 2 different fires, right?
Yeah. And then here's the other D6. It gets 5. 3. And 3 more.
2.
2 go through.
5.
That's 5 wounds. Alright, I chose to charge the Celestine squad with the Orks.
I got 2 Gemini pistols in Overwatch. The Saint, unfortunately, they're too far away for her flamer. Nothing.
And the charge. Ooh.
3 inches.
3 inches. I'm not going to make it even with...
That's pretty rough.
Here we go.
Roll, you still won't get it.
Yeah. Alright, so that's a failed charge. Okay, so this turn I did what I wanted to do with the jump. I got my guys out of the combat, and I was able to take the Celestine down. Some other shooting wasn't as effective as I wanted to be, but that's okay. The Orcs still got a good fight.
It might seem weird, but I think I'm going to spend this turn trying to get rid of the Orcs' guns. So at the beginning of my turn, Saint made a faith roll to move, made a feint roll to shoot, and actually did 4 wounds to one of the big mechs in preparation for her charge. Now for the shooting phase, I'm going to start with the Storm Talon that is only down to 3 hull points, so he's degraded to only hitting on a 4-up. He is going to shoot his assault cannon at the big mech, or excuse me, the mech gun that the Saint hit with her heavy flamer, and his missiles at the Def Jet, because he gets +1 to hit against things on the ground. So this should be a 3-up and a 3-up. Whew. I've seen better shooting before. Alright, so strength 6 on toughness 6, strength 7 on toughness, so 3s and 4s. So 3 saves on your mech gun.
Alright, the KFF gives me a 5-up in bowl.
Ooh, mech gun go away.
Mech gun goes away.
Doesn't blow up.
Alright, because of artillery piece, it does not blow up. It just takes wounds and it's removed from play.
Yeah, I had to try. Alright, so you got 2 saves here. -1 against your Daka Jet.
Alright. So -1 against the Daka Jet, they will take wounds. Because he only has a 5-up.
So you get 6-up then.
Oh, yeah, 6-up. Yeah. Oh, still takes them.
So the Ork Jet actually had a 4-up, so it was only reduced to a 5-up. He rolled 1 of the 5, so I only got 1 through, but the missiles do D3 damage. So you do 3 hull points to the Daka Jet.
9 left.
Alright, shooting the next one at the Daka Jet. With everything in it. Oh, so I need 4s on this guy, though, because I'm shooting at the sky. Alright. And 3s on the white, 4s on the black. So 2 missiles, 1 assault cannon.
Alright, assault cannon. That's a 3.
Goes through.
Goes through. And then the 2 on the missiles.
1 goes through. Okay, so to see how many hull points. So take a 4 total hull points.
He's down to 5.
Alright, we're going to shoot some Devastators. We're going to do a little Devastator shenanigans, though. We're going to nominate the veteran. He's going to nominate this guy to fire with the Sigmund, which gives him a +1 to hit, so he'll be hitting on his normal 3-up. This guy will be hitting on a 4-up. Whew. But we'll sacrifice the Cherub to let the guy that's hitting on a 3-up shoot a second time. Hits. Wounds. 3 hull points. Alright, so in my assault phase, I am going to charge first with Shrike, and he's going to charge into the Ludas. Let's see if he makes it, because his power says you don't get to overwatch him. He makes it. Followed closely by his assault squad. Now that the Ludas are no longer able to overwatch because they're engaged, we're not going to go too deep here, because we don't really need to have Gazcool all up in this fight just yet. I like the fact that he's hanging out and hiding in the background like a good orc. But we will take it. Alright, so the Saint, however, does not have any special power to prevent overwatch. She's going to multi-charge both mech guns and this Grot Squad. So you want to go ahead and overwatch that?
Alright, so the first mech gun gets 2 shots. Needs 6s. Oh, double hits. 6s. And 2 wounds. Strength 8 minus
4-ups, because they have 4-up invulns. 1 kills one of the Gemini.
Alright, and the other mech gun. Oh, doesn't get 5 shots. Needs 6s. 2 get through. And 2 more.
They don't care. Alright, just kind of, whoa. See what kind of distance we get. A whopping 10 inches, I think they make it. And we're going to go here, and we're going to go there. Alright, we're going to start with Strike. He's got 5 attacks plus 1 for being Warlord, hitting on 2s. He gets to reroll because of himself. So he hits with all 5, 6. Strength 4 on toughness 4. So needing 4s, but he gets to reroll the wound because of his claws. So he does 3 minus 3.
Alright, that's 3 dead Ludas.
Alright. Are you going to execute a command point, or are you going to let me keep swinging?
I'm going to let you keep swinging.
Alrighty. Has 17 total attacks. Hitting on 3s, rerolling to hit because of strike. Alrighty. And we are strength 4 on toughness 4, needing 4s. It looks like 4, 9, 10, 11 wounds.
Alright, I need 6 ups. Looks like I take 10.
St. Celestine, a little angry you killed her earlier, so she got up and picked up a mech gun, picked up some grots. The Marines murdered 14 of 15 Ludas, and we consolidated deeper into the fight. She was able to hook in an extra squad of Orks because, again, it's always better to charge Orks than be charged by them.
Alright, so I had 14 Ludas lost in that last battle of combat. I'm within 6 inches of a mob of 20. I auto-pass because 14 plus 6 is 20. So that Luda gets to stay. He will not get the command point, or he will not get the victory point this round.
Raven Guard plus their Sordis allies, I think they did well that turn. We were starting to make sure the Orks fear us in assaults. Now, keep in mind, we were salty guys fighting their shitty guys. We'll see what the Orks can do with their salty guys.
Alright, so that last round didn't go as I wanted to go, but that's okay. The Orks are about to do what the Orks do, and that's fight. Gaskell's about to get angry. He's about to come across that board and just start making some Marines disappear. Okay, the Weird Boy is going to smite the Celestine squad. Oh, and it's a Perils. But the smite goes off, and I take D3 wounds on the Psyker. He will take 1 wound.
How many on them?
3. They take
3. You rolled a 12. You rolled over an 11.
Yep.
So she takes 1.
Okay, the Dakajet's going to shoot its shots into the Devastators. It needs 6s because it's got 1 wound left, but it gets +1 because of shooting at 1 unit. So, 1 hit. And just cock dice. And it's a miss. Okay, we're going to the assault phase. I'm going to take Mad Doc and assault him first, and then Gaskell into the Celestine squad. Then I'm going to take the boys that are next to Mad Doc and charge them in. This unit of boys over here are going to charge into the assault squad, and the unit of boys behind them are also going to charge this churn. Gaskell's going to swing into the Celestine squad. He needs 2s. All hit. He is right now strength 12 in the Celestine, so he needs 2s again. And I'm going to spend 1 command point and re-roll this hit here. Alright, so that's 4 wounds. These are -3 and they do 3 damage.
She dies.
Do you want to interrupt?
Marine squad, and they will swing 3 guys into your Luda. And so let's just do the 3 guys in your Luda first. So, yep, 3.
3 6-ups. And he goes away. That's another victory point for you.
And the 3 guys, or 2 guys here into the squad that behind them. I have to swing into nothing. And these 3 remaining guys into, the new squad. Three, 4.
And looks like we're taking 4 dead Ork boys. Alright, here's the set of boys going to fight into the assault squad. I need 3s on the green dice and 4s on the white dice, which are the power claw from the knob. Alright. I need 4s on the green dice and anything but on the big ones. Alright, when I was grabbing the hit dice, I actually grabbed the wound dice on my weird boy. So I took the dice out of the pool, and now we're going to roll. We need 4s on the green dice, anything but on the white dice. Alright. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 regular saves, and 2 -3 for the power claw.
Three boys.
Here are the swings from the boys from the squad on the back side. I'm going to roll this twice. I need 3s. So that's 12 hits on that one. Roll this again. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to roll this twice. It's 13. I need 4s. Alright.
That seems good.
2, 4, 6, 8 so far. 9 so far. Alright, so 14 wounds just off the boys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 die. That's it. Just for everybody. Okay.
Alright, what I thought was going to happen happened. Gassel got into the fight, killed Celestine. The boys were able to get rid of the assault squad. Shrike's still standing there. Couldn't get to him. So hopefully we start turning the tide toward our mission, which is kill everything that he has.
Yeah, it turns out salty orcs, hurt a little bit more than the shitty orcs, but that's all right. We're still way ahead on the victory points. We're going to try to take out some characters, do a little shenanigans, but basically prevent him from being able to do any more real damage to us. All right, so first things first, Storm Talon's going to try to take out at least 1, maybe 2 of the orc characters. So I'm going to put the missiles into the mech and the assault cannon into the weird boy. They are on the ground, so I get a +1 to hit. All right, and their toughness 4, so 8. So 2 -1s on the mech boy and 8 -1s on the weird boy.
All right, so on the mech boy, we're looking at 5-up involts. He will take both of those.
They do D3. So take 5.
And that will take him out. And then we have 2, 4, 6, 8 on the weird boy. And he will save 3, so he will take 5. And that will kill him outright.
Awesome. All right, so the wounded Storm Talon's going to shoot at the Dr. Jet. The black dice need 5s, the white dice need 4s. All right, that could have gone better. Thankfully, he's only got 1 wound, so hopefully this will work. All right, so 3s on the white dice, 4s on the black. Whoa, all right. So yeah, they're -1s. You get no save, right? So it's just dead.
It's dead, and there's really nothing within 6 inches of me, so we don't really need to roll to see if he blows up.
All right, so that turn we picked up an additional 3 kill points, putting us up to 9-2. Shrike jumped out of the fight. He backed all the way into the back corner, forcing him, if he wants to go after him, he's going to come away from the rest of my combat power. The rest of the combat power is moved towards my end of the board, and let's see what the orcs can do now.
Alright, so evaluating the situation here, he is beating me with the kill point mission. His Marines are faster than I am. He was able to get his rhinos away from me to prevent me from assaulting them. He's got Shrike in the back corner, so we're going to try to get some mech guns to do a little bit of work for us, and we're going to start pushing some orc boys across the board to hopefully get something done. I got done with my movement phase, and now we're going to move into the shooting phase. 16 boys are going to shoot into Shrike. I need 5s. 6 out of that. And strength 4, toughness 4, need 4s. So I need 3.
Takes 1.
Takes 1 wound. Alright, now I'm going to go into our mech guns. We shoot our mech guns at his flyer right here in the back of my line breaker side. So the first mech gun is going to get 1 shot. I'm going to command reroll that. He'll get 6 shots, and the second mech gun will get 2 shots. Alright, so I'm shooting a flyer. I need 5s. Alright, so I got 2. Got a cocked dice. Alright, so 2 shots. Strength 8 minus 3. And looks like nothing. And nothing. Okay, on the hit rolls on the mech, I actually rolled a 1 on one of the hits, so he automatically takes a mortal wound, so he has 5 wounds left. Now we're going to roll our charge distance on Shrike from the boys.
He has no guns to Overwatch.
Okay, and here's our distance. So we get a 9, so we make it in. Alright, so we move the building out of the way so we can actually see and get the models in contact with Shrike. So we're going to roll 13 dice 3 times for all the attacks that the boys have in them. So we're hitting on 3s. Alright, 4 misses there. So we have
12 total missiles so far.
Right.
So 19 total misses.
All right.
Out of 39, so you should have 20 hits.
And I'm needing 4s. Couple dice. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 wounds onto Shrike.
He takes 2.
Alright. And he has 2 wounds left. Then now my Power Claw, which is needing 4s. 1 hit. And 1 wound.
4 up. Command reroll.
Okay. And he makes it.
Strikes attacks back. Hitting on 2s, rerolling. Wounded on 4s, rerolling. So 5 minus 3s.
Alright, I lost 5 guys on that last turn. I had a total of 16, which takes me down to 11. So morale does not affect the Orks. Alright, so on my last turn I didn't get to make the advanced moves that I wanted to try to get near his rhinos, which I'm pretty sure he may have tried to move him out of the way to keep me from scoring victory points. So this last turn was not successful for the Orks. The mech guns didn't roll so well, and I was not able to kill Shrike because of the command reroll on his invulnerable save.
So that completes turn 4. Right now I'm way ahead on kill points. There's really no way for the Orks to catch up, so we're going to go ahead and call it here. For all the juicy details, become a veteran of the Long War. So for that beat slab breakdown.